This is a section all on its own. I'm going to call this section number 1. This is Black-Eyed Susan back here. I have some hostas here that needs to be taken down. This is some type of lily, so I'm going to remove the foliage on that, remove the weeds around this whiskey barrel, take out the hostas in there, not take them out but cut them back. I think I'm gonna take this limb off this plant and remove the foliage on this lily. I love the Ajuga. If I can find more Ajuga, I will put it in these bare spots. I want to eliminate as many weeds as I can. This is a rhododendron, I believe, and I love it. I'm gonna keep the grasses. I'm going to cut back the autumn joy sedum, the hostas. This is another rhododendron of some type. I'm gonna fix this area back here. This does not look too good. It looks like there's a crack in the base there. Maybe get rid of that. Tear down hostas, astilbes, more daylilies, cut those back. I'm going to get rid of these roses. I am going to have very limited roses to maintain during the season. It's just too much of the rose slug or whatever they call it eating the roses. I just can't deal with that everywhere in the garden. So I'm going to have just some, but not a lot, and then I can use this area for other plants. I am getting ready to just take out weeds, and I'm going to use this. I call it a slicer, but I'm sure it has another name, but that is what I call it. And I just use it. I pull up all the hairs on this daylily and I pull it up like a ponytail and chop it off. I do this with all the daylily foliage, and I do this with the hostas. I do this with the Black-Eyed Susan foliage. So that is what I'm doing. Just making sure that, because a lot of times if you leave the hosta foliage, you can get all types of bug infestation, slugs and all that over the winter. So now's a good time to just get rid of it. And so, yeah, I am just removing all of the debris from this area. My goal is to just clear this out so that I can put in Ajuga. I love the Ajuga. It's just beautiful, this purple in the winter time, but it is always something that is there. You can see it. It's not dead. It's there. So I'm going to use this little tool to remove the wild violets, which I have a lot in this area. And it's kind of hard to see in this bed because of all of the Ajuga. That's what I love about Ajuga. It's so beautiful. You really have to know what you're looking for to be getting rid of the stuff that's in this bed. But I see the violets and I see certain weeds, so that's what I'm doing with this tool. Just cleaning out all the stuff that does not need to be there. This really is a relaxing thing for me. I love removing and making things look better. You can just tell the difference once you're done with something like this. See more and more violets. So yeah, that is what I'm going to continue to do in this area. In this area, I am just going to be cutting away with my Felco knife. I am getting ready to cut this stem away. It's just protruding out and it doesn't need to be there. I was thinking about cutting the other one in the back, but there was some growth on it, so I just left that alone. I'm going to use my handheld hoe to just remove the weeds here. This is, I tell you, your tools are very, very important. It makes your work very light. It's so nice to have the right tools. So yeah, I am just removing all the weeds and making this area beautiful. Over here by the whiskey barrel, I am just going to use this slicer again and remove the hostas. Just slice them right off real quickly. These come back in the wheelbarrow every year, so it's nice to have perennials that come back. Not really sure what this plant is in the whiskey barrel, but it's been here for a long time and I may keep it, I may not. Using this handheld hoe again, I'm just removing more weeds. I tell you, if nothing else grows, the weeds grow. But it's really not that bad when you have this ground cover here. I tell you, if I did not have the ground cover, this would be a mess. But it really is not that bad with this Ajuga in here. I love it. All right, I have now removed the Ajuga that was all the way out here around this bed, and now it's in a nice curve all the way to this end. And I have, if I was to go to a garden center, this would be more than a flat. Much more than a flat of Ajuga, which, you know, you can get a 6-pack for like $11.99. I've seen that lately. So this is free. You can divide your Ajuga and you can put it in bare spots so that you can eliminate a lot of the weeds during the growing season. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some in this spot, this bare spot, some back there, right up in here around this elderberry, and over there where my black can is sitting. I'm going to put it all back there so that it can just spread to its heart's content. This is the prettiest Ajuga that I have seen. I love this one. They have a chocolate one. I'm not certain of the name of this one. I will put it on the screen when I find out what it is. But this is the only Ajuga I want in my garden. I may try the chocolate in another area. I may and I may not. But like I say, I have plenty of Ajuga. And you want to keep some soil when you pull it up. Just make sure you have some soil so that you can plop it in an area. Okay, I am very pleased. That area looks awesome. That's going to fill in really nicely around this pot. I could just take from right here where that step ends and just go all the way. I might do that. And then that way I can have some for all of this space back here, back up in there. This Ajuga is a little further out than I want. I want to be able to round this curve. So I think that's what I'll work on. But like I said, I'm gonna get rid of that in the back. I don't like the way that looks. Okay, I like that a lot. So from that edge of the step, I made a continuous, I opened it up so that it is flush with that edge. and it's now a continuous curve all the way to this section. So I like that. Now I have all this to play with as far as just allowing that to stay bare, or either putting brick there or some type of stepping stone, because I really don't like what I have right here. I need something right on top. So I may do that, or I just may leave it bare, but I know leaving it bare, it's going to be a bare with weeds. So I may end up doing something, but I'm not sure of that right now. But right now I have more Ajuga, free Ajuga. And now I can put it in the areas that I was talking about, like back in here and along this edge, meeting up with this. And then I want to take out so much of this and just make it a continuous curve. I think that will be very pretty. So I'm going to continue in this section and get this done today. So I'm going to remove this ornamental grass right here. It doesn't really work there. I like it right here better, even though it doesn't look all that hot. It looks better there than it does to me right here. So I'm going to put more autumn joy sedums, or just more sedums here that I have sitting in pots. I'm going to put them here, and I'm still working around getting this Ajuga off this edge and putting it further back in the bed. That looks clean, looks so much better. I'm gonna work on this Ajuga right now. Remove that from the edge. Just make a clean sweep of that right around the edge here. Move that Ajuga further back in the bed. That looks so much better. Look at that. From the edge of that step all the way, it's gonna go all the way down and around, which right now is just full of weeds in these pockets, and I don't want that. So I'm going to continue to move all of that free. Ajuga, more Ajuga back here. I'm going to move it in those bare spots and along the edge here. One thing I'm glad about is this fall weather brings less insects. I'm not dealing with gnats, I'm not dealing with mosquitoes, I'm not dealing with those little white butterfly things that lay on top of your rose leaves and lay eggs. I am very happy about that. I wanted to show how I use this long handled hoe, garden hoe. It is a lifesaver when you don't want to be down on your knees. So now I have the Ajuga lining the back wall and up against this wall. I'm gonna put some more in this area. It's a little bare, but yeah, I'm gonna work my way around this edge until it's all the way around that fence. I am just going to finish this section, work the Ajuga around towards the fence, make sure there's no weeds, and put Ajuga in those weedy sections. Remove this rose and put my bottle tree right here. And yeah, I will show you what everything looks like when I am finished. Okay, I am finished today with section 1. Let me show you what I worked on. Oh my gosh, I think it looks so very nice. So let's come back over here where we started. The goal was to put the Ajuga in the areas where there was nothing but soil. I didn't want to see any bare areas. So it was so great that I did not have to go and purchase any. All I did was I took from this section and over here in this section, and I ended up with a bunch. So as you can see, it looks pretty full, and eventually it will spread out and fill it up just like this area. I absolutely love Ajuga. I love how it looks right now, and then I love how it looks in the spring. It's just that beautiful purple. I'll flash a picture of what it looks like if you're not familiar with it. But yeah, this is the result of today's work, and I am so glad it's finished. It's going to look so nice in the spring. And like I say, I got Ajuga all over the place. I was able to put in some things that were perennials that just did not have a spot. These heucheras right here, here, and here I put in this section. They like the shady areas. And I cut back the hostas, the astilbes. I put there was a rhododendron here and right here, and I put it one in front of this gate area. As you leave out of the gate, there's one here, and then the other rhododendron I put here. And I really like how it's flanking the fence area. It really looks nice to me. And I put more Ajuga over here. I tell you, I had a lot of Ajuga. And these are my spiderworts. They are beautiful in the spring. So I divided them into 3 sections. And then this one was already here. So that's going to be beautiful. And as you can see, I added bricks around the area, a nice curve. And I will get another circle thing here. I don't know if I want to put down some mulch in this area. I may in the spring. Right now I'm not thinking about it. I'm done. But yeah, this is section 1. And I am so glad that I have sectioned off my garden into sections, because it gives me the opportunity to work one section at a time and not get overworked, because there's so much to do. And I am so pleased that I got this section done. I've been working on it pretty much all this Saturday. And I am so glad that I got it all in. It looks so very nice to me. And I moved my bottle architecture piece right here. It was in this section right here. I moved it over in the corner. And I think it looks nice there. It looks nice and clean. I put this little shepherd's hook here with my bell, and I really like the sound of it as I'm working. That's just one of the bells. And I moved that little red whirly twirly right here. And this area had my compost pail here, the compost that rolls. I moved that out of here and just made this entire bed, which I like so much better. So yeah, I am excited about what took place today. It looks so very nice to me. So thanks guys for watching.